Welcome, my amazing 40 subscribers. This is the 6th attempt to get this video. Here I am with my good buddy Chance, who I've known since the early 80s.
1982.
82. It's crappy music in 82.
Asia was good.
Well, yeah.
I never meant to be so bad to you. Enough said.
Anyway, Chance has an amazing comic book collection.
If you say so.
Like, lots of comics. And he is very savvy when it comes to like details about comics that like most people don't know. And I'm not talking like new collectors. Like, oh, I just got into comic book collecting. Like, I'm talking like long-term experience collectors. So the focus of today's video is speculation comic books that you may not be aware of. Because when no one's talking about them, that's when you can buy them at a low price.
Right.
When the community gets a hold of the information, it's going to just rise.
Right on, man.
Like that Asia song up the charts. So, I'm going to turn this over to Chance.
All right, guys.
First
up is Fantastic Four issue number 7. This is a graded copy, 5.5. However, in this issue, there was a mistake.
Gotta show it.
And I'm going to show it right now.
There.
Look at this panel.
Got it.
Look at what Mr. Fantastic says.
There was no reducing gas, Sue. It was just an empty projectile.
Right. And you meant to say enlarging gas. And in fact, keep that on there.
So it was a mistake.
It was a mistake. And a reader wrote in, and this is probably one of the very first.
Show the cover. Show the cover.
No prize.
Show the cover.
Marvel No Prize books. Okay, in issue 9.
See, look,
my copy.
Look how amazing copy that is.
It is.
Like,
for my personal collection.
I don't own this book. Okay, so to the letters page.
Here's the letters page. I want
Chance, to the letters page.
No. Da-na-na, da-na-na. All right, so I think it's here.
Point out the letter.
It's right here. All right, and I want you to see Stanley's.
Right.
Hold on. Well,
enlarging gas.
There we go. Y'all pause this and read it. Okay, don't. Okay, let's put it here. Get a good shot for our readers and watchers. Right. Oh gosh! Wait, I screwed up. Hold on.
I
want them to see the reaction from the Marvel bullpen, which is here. So y'all can pause that and read it. If I can hold it steady.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Kirby missed it. Dick Ayers missed it. But Chance did not miss it. The enlarging gas was really a shrinking gas.
So the point being, every time this was reprinted, even going back to the 60s with Marvel Collector's Item Classics, they corrected it after that letter was sent in.
So this is the only issue.
Right.
The actual factual issue that contains that
the screw up.
Screw up.
That's right.
By our favorite Marvel bullpen.
That's it. Now, here's another one. Now, this is not a screw up. This is my graded copy, 5.5, and I have obviously one that you just saw with the letter. That's an ungraded copy. But look at this. Underrated! Sergeant Fury and the Howling Commandos. But look, that's Baron Zemo. Look at Avengers issue 6. He has the same frigging ray. So this is around the same time. People don't realize this. And he's been in the movies, the Captain America movies. So I think this is an underrated book. I think it's gorgeous with the art inside and out.
I personally love Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. Certainly the Netflix, the Agents of Fury or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Certainly the Sam L. Jackson portrayal of Nick Fury in the, various MCU movies was really cool. But like this predated Sergeant Fury, Howling Commandos, fighting Nazis, fighting bad guys, kicking A. I love it. And I love these covers. So
I do too, Danny.
Okay, so now we have another book to show you.
Yeah. All right. Well, getting back to Fantastic Four. I think it's underrated. It's the third appearance of Doctor Doom. All right. He
That's
first
all happened.
appeared in issue 5, and then issue 6. That's issue 10.
Now, Chance, I know there was a appearance of Doctor Doom in an Amazing Spider-Man issue. I think maybe number 5 or something.
That's what I just said. Yeah, that was his first appearance. Amazing Spider-Man 5. You're right. I'm sorry, Danny. Yes, Amazing Spider-Man 5. He did guest star. It was after this book.
Okay, so after this book.
Absolutely.
So that's what makes this important, is that this is actually the third appearance of Doctor Doom. Right?
Correct. It was before Amazing Spider-Man 5.
Yes, and it's very cherry looking. Very sweet.
All right, next up.
Next up,
First appearance of
the Impossible Man.
I think he's bound to be in the movie. Don't you think, Danny?
It'd be fun. You get like a good comedic actor. I would cast like Pee Wee Herman as the Impossible Man. I think his voice is like, but I commented to Chance earlier today. Like, I love this background, and they did it on
Right.
FF like 48, like where it's like the brown ochre colors into like the reds, into the yellows, with the yellow of the Fantastic Four logo popping out. It's such a dynamic cover, and
It's a beauty.
so Chance.
And there was another one in FF.
So Chance, like you're showing this as a spec book.
Yeah, I think because it's a first
Impossible
appearance
Man.
of the Impossible Man. I think
And-
he's
and-
bound to be in a movie.
And people ain't talking about him, and that's when you pounce.
Exactly.
Next book.
All right. The Mad Thinker. FF issue 15. Nice copy. I think, again, for the same reasons as we discussed, he's bound to be in a movie. And he's a cool character. He's a smart guy. The Thinker. You're right? Like Rodin's The
Right.
Thinker
Yes.
statue.
And what a
And he
great
has
cover.
the apes.
What a great cover.
Yeah, and his robots, androids.
What a great cover.
All right, so moving on.
No.
All right.
I mean, like once again, like the all the bright yellows.
All these are from my personal collection, but go on.
And Chance commented on this earlier, that the issues where they did the word bubbles and like a dark, thick black border. Now here you see something different where it's in this bright red.
Good point,
but
Danny.
very dynamic.
I love that. The thick black, and you're right. It's red here.
Right, and very
That's
dynamic.
very I never thought of that till just now.
And it pops
That's a brilliant
against the
observation.
yellow background. Now, I mean, the black would have as well, but I guess the inker made that choice.
Underrated book all day long.
Next book.
Moving on. Unusual to see Jack Kirby draw Spider-Man. And this is FF Annual 1, obviously.
Now,
Nice copy.
Explain the Jack Kirby drawing Spider-Man.
All right, Jack Kirby. Steve Ditko was the original artist with Stan Lee who co-created Spider-Man. And so Jack Kirby rarely drew this character, including here.
And this is the first time.
Annual.
This is the first time.
No. It was at the same time of the next book I'm about to show you. But go on.
Well, no.
No, I think that was probably the first or second time that Jack Kirby drew Spider-Man.
But it was a rare occurrence.
Very rare.
So let's see another one, Chance.
The next one from the same year is a very underrated key. This is Strange Tales Annual 2, same year, 1963. But it's the third appearance of Spider-Man.
The third.
Yes, this was released to the public in between Amazing Spider-Man issue 2 and 3. And it's the first time the Human Torch and Spider-Man tangled. And look, Jack Kirby left off the spider on his chest.
The logo.
It's on his chest, normally.
Actually, in Spider-Man, it looks kind of
Hard to find in good condition.
Spider-Man looks kind of fat there. Looks kind of heavy.
It's a great book. I love it.
Yeah, no.
And it's a full story. It's like, oh, gosh, I don't know how many pages. I'll open it in a second. Go on, Danny. While you're...
I like how they continued the spider web throughout the cover. But, like, yeah, that's huge. But it looks like Spider-Man's kind of fat. I don't like that rendition. And
that's Jack Kirby.
This Kirby?
Yeah.
It's not all like the Ditko, like, splayed fingers, like...
Well, I always like the webbing. At least you got the webbing. I love the webbing under the arms. I love that in the early Steve Ditko issues.
Yes.
And at least Kirby did that.
Yes.
And gave justice to the webbing under the arms.
I was disappointed in, at that point in the early Spider-Man where they got rid of that feature. Because I thought it looked really cool. It sort of typified his costume. And I was sad when it went away. But
the webbing under the arms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's bad to the A.
Absolutely.
Okay, next book.
All right. Everyone talks about Avengers issue 4. First Captain America. Well, look. Strange Tales. Underrated title. And a great series we'll get into great depth in a moment. But look. There's Captain America fighting the Human Torch.
And this predates Avengers 4?
Yeah, 1963.
Now, didn't you say, like, the reason it's not cited as the first Silver Age appearance of Captain America?
He's an android. It's not really Captain America.
He's a robot. What year around did this come out?
1963.
And it's the first, like, Captain America fighting the Human Torch?
Absolutely.
That's cool. Dude, I love the flame.
Hold it up to the camera.
I mean, the light down here, but, like, this is really nice.
It's faded, obviously. It is faded, but...
It's really nice.
It's fine.
That is really nice.
It's a cool comic. All right,
what's next, Chance?
In the same vein, Strange Tales. Look at this, the block style thing. These are like underrated FFs. They're like Fantastic Four issues that people forgot about or don't know about.
So where would have this appeared in the linear Fantastic Four? Like, is this like around issue 20, issue 50? Like, year-wise, like, when were these happening?
In the 20s.
The 20s?
Of FFs. Yeah.
Okay. Issue 20.
Right. In the 20 range. Yep.
Now, do you know why Marvel... I mean, clearly Fantastic Four as a series was a hit.
Absolutely.
And usually, where they test marketed characters, Marvel Feature, Marvel Premiere, Marvel Spotlight, it was to test if a character had that, viewers.
Well, Danny.
So like, why do you think that Marvel chose to put Fantastic Four into this issue? Was it?
I have no freaking idea. I mean, I think FF was a hit.
So they were just
comes down to
they were
that.
trying to like double down.
Yeah.
They
knew
FF,
they had something that was selling well,
and so they were trying to double down and go like, here's additional FF issues.
Yes.
In this other book that maybe you weren't buying.
Absolutely.
Marketing. Okay.
And look at the
block.
And by the way, this is the second appearance of Doctor Strange, who first appeared in Strange Tales 115.
Oh, 115.
And I have it, but I didn't want to bring it here. I'm just a little paranoid, driving. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. My friend Danny here in the Kraken's Lair lives in Athens area in the state of Georgia. So anyway, next up. Okay, we're getting to some obscure stuff because, again, these are underrated. Maybe not a key, but it's the first time. Go ahead.
Like a crossover, like X-Men, Fantastic Four.
Absolutely.
With the Iceman.
Right. And the Human Torch.
But yeah, I mean, ultimately...
FF and X-Men
crossover. And this is the first one.
It's a nice copy, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I mean, look at the art. I mean, Jack Kirby, I think it's Dick Ayers inking. Look at the pirates. I love the friggin' pirates. Ah! We'll kill them all! Ah! I just love it. All right, next up. Staying with Strange Tales, because they're very underrated, but we're wrapping it up. The first appearance of the Beetle.
Yep.
And you have this, Danny. But I have a couple copies of this. But look, the Beetle is bound to be in a Spider-Man movie or
I
a
think
Marvel Universe
it'd
movie.
be like bad to the edge.
He's a killer character.
And this has to be like still like an early Doctor Strange appearance.
Absolutely, it is. 115 was his first.
Right.
This is 123.
And you got like the Mighty Thor, and you got Loki, and the Thing, plus the Beetle. Do you remember what you spent on this book?
No, I think maybe $10.
Yeah, like I got one for like
cheap.
Yeah, I got like that's
I've got
the
multiple
point.
copies of this.
Right. I mean, that's the point, people. That these are some key issues. Like right now, maybe nobody is like talking about the Beetle.
Under the radar, baby.
But he was also a villain that faced both Daredevil and Spider-Man. And somebody decides to like use him.
Well, this is the first appearance, of course. So
as a villain
right.
in the MCU,
right?
And so right now nobody cares about the Beetle, so you can get a high grade copy of this with very little out of pocket expense.
Absolutely,
and
it's a wise investment,
right? And if it doesn't hit,
it's still good to have. He's a cool character.
Right.
I'm not looking at it from. I'm a reader, man.
So if you spent like $15-$20 to get a really high grade condition of this book, and they never use the Beetle in anything, you got a great 60s era Marvel comic with a cool story, cool artwork. You're out $20. Who cares? But they put the Beetle into the MCU.
Right on.
You might have a book that's worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So, spec book. What's next?
Go on.
Well, no, you're pulling it out of your...
I know. I was wanted to look at the year. Go ahead. Say something. All right. So next up is Sergeant Fury.
I think it's last up.
Captain America early appearance. I was opening it up to see if it predates...
Nobody can see it.
I know yet. I want to make sure. Right. It was released in October 1964.
That's a beautiful copy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like brand new.
And that's an early Captain America appearance, like that Strange Tales we showed you a moment ago.
So,
look at it. Sorry.
Captain America first Silver Age appearance was the Avengers number 4 and 5 and so on. Like, where would have this fallen in terms of like his appearances?
A month after Avengers 4.
Oh.
I believe. And I could be wrong. Y'all write in if I'm wrong.
Comic book people.
Head.
But like, dude, that looks like Cherry is...
Yep.
That's amazing.
It's a sweet comic.
Like, I mean, like, there's like a little crease.
Yep. But the color...
No, I mean, dude, it looks brand new. Mine
that's a raw. This is out of the bag, out of the backing board. I took it out to show the audience.
Show a picture, like an interior picture. Most people don't have this book.
It's awesome. And I think you can get it relatively inexpensively.
Kirby.
Gosh darn it.
Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, Dick Ayers.
Yeah. October 1964 is when it was released.
Great looking book.
Let me show you some more. They have all these Nazis in here and stuff.
Oh, I love like Marvel comics, like fighting Nazis.
All right, look. I'll show you some art.
That's cool.
Bucky and
Barnes.
Yeah. So you can pause it and read it. Whatever.
Glad to be aboard, Mr. Rogers.
Let me show you some more. It's a great book. Great condition book. And I'm happy. All right, moving along, though.
I think that's it.
No, I got more. We're going to have to go back a little bit. Danny always liked the monster books, the pre-Iron Man books, the pre-Thor books in terms of Journey to Mystery, Tales of Suspense, the pre-Hulk, Tales to Astonish. Look, it's Tales of Suspense with Clag. And I think he's just a great character. I think it's a great cover. Underrated 10-cent book. Okay?
10 center.
It's a 10-cent, oh man, from that era. And you can get it so inexpensive. Is that not iconic art by Jack Kirby? I mean, my gosh. Let's just take a moment and pause. Read it. Look at it.
Well, I think that's the last comic book.
Yep.
So we're gonna leave it with this. I'm gonna flip the camera.
Okay.
So
I'll get in the shot.
there's lots of key issues or sub-key issues that might not be on a lot of people's radar. It's when like a news story happens. You know, oh, the actor of Black Panther
or a movie
has passed away, or movie speculation that drives up interest in comic books, and then the people that own those list them at a higher price. Impossible Man?
He's coming.
Take a chance.
Absolutely.
Take a chance. Because when it hits, and like you're like, oh man, I could have got that for $150, but now I gotta spend $700. Get books before people are talking about them.
Absolutely.
And that will increase the value of your collection. And, you know, once again, if
all day long.
If it's just
all day long.
You know, I'm never going to sell my books, and I love comic books, and I want to look at the artwork. Well, dude, look at the artwork. Like,
hold it up. I don't mind. No. There you go.
Look. Here it is. It's not a digital.
It's a great.
It's not a reprint. And so, like, where you can like open the book and read the artwork, and you know, and enjoy it as a comic book, and not.
I love to smell it, hold it, touch it, feel it.
Commodity. That's great. But why spend more money than you have to?
We're trying to help you. This ain't just comic book porn. You know, like food porn. People take a picture of their food and stuff and put it out there on the internet. No. Yes, we're showing you stuff, but we're giving you useful info of how you can make money if you're smart.
So.
And we want to help you. We're fans too.
Why spend more money than you have to? When no one's talking about it. Like, dude, I bought Night Nurse #1. He was with me. He thinks I'm an idiot. I'm like,
no,
hey, dude.
I don't think you're an idiot.
I'm like, dude,
no.
Cherry copy, Night Nurse #1.
It means man.
Rolling the dice.
You mean man.
So, like, all of a sudden, like, there was, like, Night Nurse Netflix show, and everybody that did not buy this book is going to be like, fuck! Excuse me.
Oh, bad language.
Bad news. They'll be like, oh! And I'm like, I got Night Nurse #1. Impossible Man, take a chance. Take a chance on chance.
Let's hold it up again. It's right here. Before we sign off.
The Beetle.
I didn't want to bring issue 12, Hulk versus Thing battle.
The Beetle.
But look.
No, we got to hold up over here.
All right, that's fine. It'll be backwards. No, flip it.
No, I'm not flipping it.
Oh,
not doing it.
You're so tough. I'm just kidding. But look.
The Impossible Man.
I mean, it's a good copy.
Dude, Pee Wee Herman. Cast him. He would be brilliant.
That's a good idea.
He'd be brilliant.
Holy smokes. That's a great idea.
We're going to sign off on the Kraken's Lair comics here with my good buddy Chance.
Hey, everybody!
This was take number 6.
Danny, I've known this was 1982.
7?
A long time.
Long time. We will see you next video. Enjoy comic book collecting. Enjoy collecting comic books. Everybody, have a great evening.